Hello, what's up? My name's Michelle and today I'm going to be getting a haircut. School's coming up soon, so I thought it'd be a good time to just chop it all off. Honestly, before quarantine, my hair was like pretty short. It was usually always up to my shoulders. I really enjoy having short hair. I think it just suits me a lot more and I think it's easier to wash and dry. The only thing is I actually have to manage it and style it. With long hair, it's easy to just like get out of bed and it just kind of looks normal. But for short hair, it kind of poofs out and I have to actually like either straighten it or style it in some way. That's the only downside about it, but other than that, it's a lot more fun. I've done it before and I've had like stomach long hair and I've cut it like up to my shoulders, and that haircut was extremely messed up because I did it very impulsively. This time I'm a little bit more sure of it, and so yeah, I'm gonna go over to my aunt's house. She's a hairstylist, so she's gonna cut it for me and I will see you then. Alright, so this is my hair freshly cut, and to be honest, I'm still kind of getting used to the look of it. Whenever I cut my hair, I don't want to say that I regret it, but it definitely is like weird to look at for the first couple of days. I think I look like Lord Farquaad right now a little bit, but for anyone sort of struggling with the transition from having long hair to short hair, I'm going to share a couple things I usually do to help me cope, especially if you are somebody who's had long hair and you've ended up cutting it and you absolutely hated it. I know exactly how that feels. I am okay with how it looks right now, but I've had an experience where I've cut my hair and I've absolutely hated it. One of the best things that I did during this time was styling my hair. So styling your hair instead of just leaving it the way it is kind of helps you sort of get used to the look of it. I don't know how that works, but it helped with me. So I'm going to teach you a couple ways I usually do that. Alright, so this is my hair when I haven't styled it or anything. As you can see, it kind of like poofs out a bit, and it's not like it's very coconutty. Right? It's mostly because I do tie up my hair like when I go to sleep. So when I do take it out in the morning, it's in like this weird like wavy type thing. If you want to leave it like that, obviously it's fine too, but I'm just gonna straighten it just to give it more of a flat look. Also, it kind of lengthens the hair as well, so if you're having trouble with the transition, this will make it a tiny bit longer. Alright, so I'm just gonna go in with this heat protecting spray. I actually got this as a sample from Sephora. It smells a little bit weird, I'm not gonna lie. Why does it smell like fish almost? Anyways. Alright, so I'm just gonna section my hair. I don't know if I even need to section it because there's like literally nothing, but I'm gonna do it anyways just to make sure that I get everything. Alright, so I'm just gonna start with the bottom pieces and then work my way up to the top ones. Alright, so I'm finished the bottom, so now I'm gonna start on the top. Alright, so that's it all straightened. As you can see, it makes it look a little bit more put together and a little bit longer as well. When I used to work as a hostess, this is how I would usually do my hair. I just leave it like this, and usually I would tuck like these back parts in and leave like the front two bangs just to frame my face a little bit. Another thing that I also like to do is to put a headband on it, just so it actually keeps the hair from falling back out on your face. Mine has dog hair on it for some reason, but obviously you can use a different color and it'd be super cute, but I'm just gonna use black because it matches my hair. So another thing that I also like to do when my hair is short is to just tie it up. And you can make this as high or as low as you want it to be. Usually I like to have it pretty low. Again, just have the front pieces to frame your face. And finally, on days where my hair is like super greasy, I'll just like throw this bandana onto it and we will call it a day. Just put that on. And you can like leave it like this or you can take your hair down. It's up to you. And yeah, that's all that I usually would do for my short hairstyles that are straight. Now I'm going to move on to the curly ones. To be honest, curling short hair is not easy, and to this day I still struggle with it, but I'll teach you the ways I usually do it, and it's a lot easier and a lot safer than what I've done before. So let's just get into it. Alright, so I'm back and I've given my hair like a little bit of a break just so it doesn't like completely crust off. So for the curling, I'm going to be using this 5/8 iron. I find that smaller ones are easier to curl with short hair. So I'm just going to section my hair off again, and don't worry if it doesn't look perfect because it actually looks better when it's a little bit messy. And also these are the bottom parts, so we don't care too much about it. Honestly, the bottom part is just to give volume to the top. Again, I'm just gonna heat spray this. So usually for long hair, I like to wrap my hair like around the curling iron. With short hair, especially on the bottom pieces, it's really hard to do that without like burning your hands or losing grip of the hair. So I like to curl it in a way that doesn't force me to keep my hand near the iron. The iron like on the very base of the hair, and then twist it inwards. Once it's like halfway there, I'll like unravel it like that and then twist it upwards again.
Once it's kind of near the head, I'll unravel it one more time. If my explanation on this is really bad, I'm very sorry. I'll link a video down below that does a little bit better of a job explaining it. That's how I learned how to do it, so if you're interested, check that out. When it's ready, strap that. Comes out like kind of weird looking, but we're gonna unravel it. For like these smaller pieces in the back, I'll just like twist it once. No one's gonna see it anyways. Alright, so I'm just gonna do that with this side and the other side, and I will be right back. Alright, so the bottom section is all done. Spray some hairspray into it, just to keep it in place. I look like a lampshade right now, low-key, but that's okay. We're going to move on to the top. Alright, so now that we're on the top part, I'm going to be curling it the way that I usually do and just taking the hair and wrapping it around. On the top, it's a lot easier to grab, so won't worry too much about burning my hands. So I like to curl some towards my face and then some away from my face just to give it a little bit more of a dynamic feel. And I don't do it in any particular order, I just grab like fairly small sections. Alright, so this side is done, so I'm going to move on to the next one, and I will be right back. Alright, so the hair curling is all done. It looks super puffy right now, but don't worry, we're going to fix that in a second. I'm just going to spray it down a bit, just so it stays in place. I'm just going to like mess it up a little bit. Again, I'll pull out like the front pieces and just put the rest behind my ears. And honestly, usually I would just leave it like that. It definitely makes your hair shorter, obviously, but I kind of like it like that. It gives me like fairy vibes almost. Sometimes I really just like putting my hair in a low ponytail, just like a singular one in the back. So I'm just going to do that really quickly. It just gives it a little bit more texture than the straight one. It's a little bit more lived in. Another thing that you can do is to put pins in it. And I'll usually put them back here. It keeps the back secured and also adds something as well. Another thing that I like to do is to tie it in pigtails. I got these from my Dollarama. So I'm just gonna take these two glittery purple ones and just tie it. Make sure you don't miss any parts like me. And again, put them as low or as high as you'd like. I always like to have my ponytails a little bit lower. Alright, so that's all that I would do for my curly hairstyles. Now I'm gonna move on to my hair care routine.
To be honest, I don't really do anything to my hair when it's long, just because I usually don't use a lot of heat on it. I almost never blow dry my hair and I never curl it, so I don't really feel the need to use a lot of products. But since it's short now and I am styling it a lot more, this is what I usually would do. So I use this shampoo and the conditioner that goes along with it. I ran out of the conditioner. Okay, so as for hair care, the only thing I usually do is I use a leave-in conditioner. So I've been using this, thank God it's natural, leave-in conditioner. And I'll just put like a little bit on the ends of my hair. And so after the conditioner, I'll spray on like any volumizer. I just got this from Sally's because I wanted free shipping. Usually I would use the one from Lush, the sea salt spray. Honestly, I really just like putting in anything that volumizes it just because when styling it, it makes it look a lot better and it makes it a lot easier to work with.
So I'm going to give you the story of my horrible haircut just to give you some comfort. So for my whole life, I've had like pretty long hair, and at the time it was like past my stomach. So you can see how distraught I was. Honestly, I was not in a good place mentally, and I thought that cutting my hair would make it better, but I ended up brushing everything and it turned out horribly. My friend cut it for me, which wasn't that bad, but I went to another stylist that made it horrible. For the next couple months, my hair did not leave the ponytail. Oh my God. And when I tried to curl it, it looked like this. Looking back at the photo now, it's funny. At the time, it was not funny. But in the end, I did get to donate the hair, so overall, looking back at the experience, I don't regret anything, but I definitely did learn a lot. Alright, and that's all that I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching if you got this far. Hopefully you've gotten some inspiration. Hopefully you feel sort of better about your haircut. If not, I'm sorry. I swear it will grow back very soon. Sooner than you think. But yeah, anyways, hope you have a great day and I will see you next time.